Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to week 3 of this edition of Seek, Gather and Create. For those of you that don't know, this is a scavenger art hunt that I run over on my Instagram channel with Tina Hoyce and Laura Dennison. Each Sunday throughout February, we post up prompts for you to seek, gather and create something with. What you make is entirely up to you. This time round, we're joined by 4 amazing guest artists, one each week. This week, we are joined by the wonderful Erin Bishop. I'll put everyone's details down below, all our guest artists, all our wonderful sponsors. And yeah, this time I am creating pieces of artwork on these old beer mats. We've already got, this was week 1 and week 2. So let's work on this one. We asked you to find wings, something tall, watercolour and glittery gold. So I found, let me see, wings. I picked out this butterfly from this book that was sent to me by Collage Soup, who are one of our wonderful sponsors. So I picked out that from them. I picked out this image of this lad from an old yearbook, so I thought I was going to give him some wings. Something tall. Now, I wrote myself a limerick, a tall tale, which reads, "There once was a fellow called Si who had always wanted to fly. One day he decided, however misguided, to grow wings and take to the sky." So there we go, that's my something tall, my tall tale. Watercolour, I'm just going to grab my watercolours, probably my favourite set at the moment, which is this one here, the Woodland set by Prima Marketing. And glittery gold, I have in this pack here, you can just see some there, some gold leaf. Oh, I also picked out this, which I thought was just a fabulous pattern to work with. This is some pattern tissue paper from another one of our sponsors, Art Stacks, from their tissue paper pack. So, that all said, let's make a start and see how this all turns out. So, as ever, I believe I'm going to add a layer of gesso to start with, to give ourselves a nice plain background to work on. Whoops. If you're coming to this just now in week 3, I do encourage you to still go back, take a look at my previous posts, take a look at my Instagram channel, find out the prompts from week 1 and 2 and have a go. Excuse me, I'm just having a slip of my tea. I'll just give that a dry. Okay, let's add some of that tissue paper to the background now. So I'm just putting a layer of matte medium down, and then we'll pop this over the top, and once it's dry I'll give it a trim. It gives us that lovely checky background to work on. Okay, all dry and trimmed. Now I'm going to add some colour using our watercolours. Now I've got the butterfly wings, so I'm either going to go for something sort of contrasting or that's going to work well. Oh, that's not a very good brush. Let me find a better brush. Yeah, that one will do. Start with this colour, which is it's called Cavern. It's this really lovely sandy brown, orangey or sandy orangey brown colour. That works quite nicely. let's go for this one, the redwood. And foxberry, which is this reddy colour. I'm going to grab my water spray and just get that moving about a bit. Dry that. Okay, that's dried, and I'm gonna just come in again with my vintage photo distress ink and just go around the edges. Okay. Now let's think about our image. So I'm going to cut the butterfly out so that we can give this chap his wings. I hope you're all having a good February so far. It's still freezing cold over here, and we're all very sick of it now, and we want it, we're desperate for the spring. A bit of warmth. Hopefully it won't be long now. Okay, just about there. So I have my butterfly and I have my chap. I liked his kind of casual, jaunty look at the camera, so I'm going to make jaunt his wings a little bit as well, like that. So quite like that. I'm going to glue that down. Apologies. Oh, there's someone at my door. So I had to run down. Oh, this like I'm out of breath. Run down 2 flights of stairs to get to them. Right, that's glued down. So now we want our words and we want our gold somehow. Let's go with the words first and cut those out. Our tall tale. Sorry, I'm off camera there. I'm going to cut each individual line and see how that looks. It once was a fellow called Si. Who had always wanted to fly. One day he decided however misguided, to grow wings and take to the sky. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to sort of overlay my words, there's so many of them, over the top of him. Maybe I ought to put the gold on first. Let's do that. Let's scrape that off. Grab some gold leaf. Because gold and silver leaf in here. There's my gold leaf. Okay. So for that, I'm just going to use a glue stick and just kind of randomly, oops, place some globs of glue. And then lay my gold over It should just stick to where the glue is. So delicate. And then peel up the rest. I don't want to lose all the rest of this gold. Hi. Sorry, saying hello to my daughter who's come home from school. Oh, come on. It didn't work as well as I hoped. Let me get a brush and just brush some of that back. There we go. That's better. There's our glittery gold. I'll put my gold leaf to one side carefully. And then we'll add our words. So I'm going to do that now. There's the words all stuck down. That's how it's looking. And then I pulled off some pom-pom trim. I thought you can't go wrong finishing that all off with a bit of pom-pom trim like that. So that, let me just get this on, is my week 3. Let's just check. Wings, something tall, watercolours and glittery gold. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Let's just have a quick look at them all together before we go. Eventually I want to put these all together into one piece. So there are my 3 pieces. Oh, you can't see them. Thought I'd put them on camera. There's my 4 pieces. Now I can't get my words out. Here are my 3 pieces. And I will join you next week for the last one, number 4. Take care and I'll see you then. Bye.